Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, your host, and joining me today for the show is Shomik Chakrabarti, Rohit Juglan, and Bharat Ramraj. Today we're talking about two superstars of Indian cricket, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. They're returning to domestic cricket, especially the Vijay Hazare Trophy after years. I have not counted how many years it has been since they last played a game in the Vijay Hazare Trophy, but it's been a long, long time. What this does to the circuit, what this does to star culture, as we've been discussing for some time now. We will discuss that with my guest, but I'll start with you, Shomik. Ever since Gautam Gambhir came to the helm, we've heard conversations around star culture, doing away with star culture, bringing back the spotlight on domestic cricket, bringing it to front and center. But Rohit and Kohli returning to Vijay Hazare Trophy, how will this change the circuit within the circuit? Because all these young players will get to rub their shoulders with these legends in the dressing room, on the field, will learn new things. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. To start with, Gargi, no sport can survive without star culture. We talk about winning star culture, but at the end of the day, football, the biggest and the greatest sport on the planet, and they still need Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo for the 2026 World Cup. All the Cristiano Ronaldo is 41 and Messi is touching 40. So no sport, if football cannot survive without star culture, then no other sport can survive without star culture. That is to start with. Number two, Indian cricket especially, and that is why there was the push, and or rather there will continue to be the push to present a face, and that is Shubman Gill. Yes. Um, as regards Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma and the other stars playing, they are respecting the BCCI. Simple. BCCI told them, or BCCI has advised, or BCCI has directed all the contracted cricketers that just play at least two Vijay Hazare Trophy matches. And they are doing that. They are respecting parent body, which is expected from them. It's not that Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma or the big stars were averse to playing domestic cricket. They were playing almost 365 days a year, and given the international schedule, they were having very little time. But it is great. I was talking to Sharandeep Singh, the Delhi coach, and he said how Virat's arrival has changed the mood in the dressing room, because young players look up to him. Young players, they follow him, his training schedule, the way he prepares for the game, everything. So from that point of view, the credit to the BCCI. It's not about. I can tell you, I can assure you, it's not about. They have made Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma fall in line by browbeating. They didn't do that. It was a it was a perfect. It was a professional conversation, and through which, very respectful, a conversation that had mutual respect, and through which the message was conveyed that if you we are setting we are doing we are coming up with a rule, and you need to lead by example, and they are doing that. It's BCCI. Credit to BCCI. I would call it fantastic man management from the BCCI brass, and credit to Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. They get to know that we are not playing regularly this time. We need game time. And Sarandeep told me that, see, Virat has not come here just to have his game time. He is here to win matches. He wants Delhi, although he will not be playing all the matches. But the matches he will be playing, he wants Delhi to win, and he is he is rocking.
Yeah, Rohit, last time Virat Kohli stepped onto the domestic circuit, it was obviously in Delhi during the Ranji Trophy. We all know what happened there. You and I were both there. Two stands were completely filled. I think around 15 to 20,000 people there. And as soon as
Yes.
Virat Kohli got out in the first few deliveries, the crowd was gone as well. But
Hmm.
when you talk about the effect, Rohit, that these stars have on domestic cricket, it's not necessarily something that gets a lot of eyeballs even on TV. Now that will change if you are constantly seeing players like Hardik Pandya coming, Rohit Sharma coming, Virat Kohli coming. Not only does that change things for broadcast, but also to younger players who are in that team. Someone will spot someone. it can change things overnight, be it with the presence of them in the dressing room, or getting that spotlight from gaining from their presence basically on the ground.
Yeah, let me first come to this that there's too much red on our screen. Maybe our producer is wishing us a Merry Christmas. It's in every corner. I can see that in every corner. There's Astons were written in the red, and I think Shamikda want to say something also, but no, it's
Black.
not
It has
black.
been changed to black. It has been changed to black. I see.
It's black now. Coincidentally, our sponsors logo is also there's a lot of red and white, which is basically the color theme of Christmas. Coming back to your question, Gagi, I think last time around also there was not a very much buzz about the Sangwan who picked up Virat Kohli's wicket, and suddenly after that there were a lot of queries about his performance. There were a lot of things about him playing with the Railways. There were a lot of things about his profile as a bowler. So and his performance was directly related to Virat Kohli. So it's not only about the star players; it's also about who was there, who dismissed them, who was, in a partnership with them. Suppose if a Rohit Sharma plays and a Sarfaraz Khan did really well with him, it means Sarfaraz Khan is a capped name. He's a capped Indian player. But if you talk about any domestic player who's very young, who's at the moment who still want that recognition from the media or from the fans, who's doing really well as far as domestic cricket is concerned and not getting that kind of limelight, suddenly if you are playing with Rohit Sharma, because yes, we all know that everyone want to see Rohit Sharma, but if you are side, everyone will watch the game, from wherever they can. But what I'm hearing at this point of time is that there's no even there's no there's no hosting of these games also where Virat is playing and Rohit is playing. I want to know more about it from Shamik or Bharat sir, who has anything related to this, because what I am hearing is I don't know these games will televised or not. Is there any broadcasters related to it or not? We all know that last time around there was no planning of getting that game televised between Delhi and Railways. But as soon as broadcasters know about it that Virat will be playing, uh, everything just setup wise everything was ready there. But here, and I know that if the game is in Chinnaswamy Stadium, there is everything as far as broadcasters is concerned. If the game will be played in Center of Excellence, which is at this point of time called as a backup venue, I'm very sure that it will be played in Chinnaswamy Stadium, because as I was talking to Bharat, he said that there was some puja also done there. Everything was getting ready for this new start, because what had happened last year, you were there, Gagi, covering that stampede, the horrific event there. So for me, it's all about that. Are you going to televise the event? Because in Center of Excellence also there are, I think, a couple of grounds where they have everything nicely set up as far as media box, broadcasters, crew members. Everything was very planning wise, very 10 out of 10 there in Center of Excellence. So for me, as you rightly said, that won't be only about Rohit and Virat. Yes, Rohit and Virat will get you the eyeballs, but it's about other players also, what they are bringing to their individual team. So yes, you are very right in saying this, that it's not about the Hardik Pandyas or the Shubman Gills or the Abhishek Sharmas, or for that matter Rohit and Virat. It's also about talent getting, and the not the optimum but the maximum limelight, Gargi.
Talking about Virat and Rohit, Bharat, at this point, yes, it's about them returning to domestic cricket, but also the fact that ahead of the 2027 World Cup, they will need a lot of game time. We're not saying that Virat and Rohit are players that, will have trouble coming back into the circuit, but practicing and being match fit are completely two different things. But when you talk, and there are not many ODI matches either ahead of the 2027 World Cup. So, what are your thoughts about them getting this game time? How does that make a difference for you?
See, to be honest with you, I've rarely seen Virat Kohli being out of form in one-day cricket. So I'm wondering whether he needs, at least from Virat Kohli's point of view, whether he needs to play a few domestic games, because in one-day cricket he understands the template so well. He has scored over 50 ODI hundreds. Even now, the way he was playing against the South African fast bowlers in a one-day series, it seemed like it was too easy for him. So, from Virat Kohli's perspective, I'm not very sure, but I understand where it is coming from, because see, there could be few months difference between the last competitive game that you play and then maybe the next one could be after 3-4 months. So you would want to just play some competitive matches to keep yourself match fit. So from that perspective, Kohli and Rohit Sharma perhaps need to play a few games, but I think they understand this format really, really well. So I don't know whether they need it, but again, you have to look at it from a larger perspective. It's not just about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma playing a few domestic matches. It's also about how the rest of the players in that Delhi side, maybe the rest of the players in that Mumbai side, they will be motivated seeing Virat Kohli in the mix or Rohit Sharma in the mix. They will get a lot to learn as well. For example, Virat Kohli would be batting with another batter at the other end, and he would learn a lot from Virat Kohli. So looking at it from a larger perspective, it's not just about someone like Kohli or Rohit Sharma. You also think about Rishabh Pant, Arshdeep Singh. I see is in the squad as well for Punjab. Shubman Gill is there. So all these players playing definitely will help domestic cricket players as well. So I think that is good to see. I just want to add one point. I don't think there will be spectators, at least at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, if it is played at the Chinnaswamy Stadium tomorrow, because the state government is very skeptical of having spectators at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Because you would have also seen, I also saw what happened on June 4th when about 2 lakh fans came near the Chinnaswamy Stadium, and maybe 1.5 lakh fans came near the Vidhan Sauda. So it can get really, really, what can I say? The crowd rush can be too much for the police to handle. So at least spectators won't be there, I think, at the stadium, won't be allowed.
Shomik, coming to Chinnaswamy, I'm glad that Bharat raised that point because we're still not sure about what is going on with Chinnaswamy. During the WPL auction, I did speak to some RCB management people, and they said was we're waiting on confirmation on whether or not we can go ahead with practice sessions at Chinnaswamy. Matches are a completely different ballpark, but even practice sessions are not confirmed, as in the venue for the practice sessions is not confirmed. It could be Pune, it could be Chinnaswamy, but let's see what's going on at the moment. But when it comes to the Vijay Hazare tomorrow, are we seeing that happen at the Chinnaswamy or the Center of Excellence?
Say, Gargi, I give you the backdrop. The fact of the matter is that it is a bit political also. I mean, the problem here was between KSA, the earlier dispensation, not the current dispensation, which is being held by Venkatesh Prasad. So, it reached a point of no return. The previous KSCA management and the state government. And the state government said, you are not fit to host matches. Let alone international matches, you are not fit to host even domestic matches. You don't know how to manage crowd, whatever it is. That was the state government's version. Now there is a thaw in the sense after the change of guard. Now Venkatesh Prasad is the KSCA president. They have taken charge. So there is a patch up. The patch up is that government has allowed a certain quarters, not fully. They said, okay, you go on. We are clearing it. You go and host the Vijay Hazare Trophy matches at Chinnaswamy, but we will not allow spectators. So the matches will be played before empty stands. So this is the thing. Today, the final report from the police will come by late afternoon. That is expected. That is what I am told. Mm-hmm. That is why there is just a little bit of uncertainty still, unless there is the police confirmation. But now that government has given the go-ahead, you expect the police to give the green light. But still, until it is coming, COE is the backup venue. If the police says that no, we are not allowing, then it will move to COE. But as of now, as things stand, it is going to happen. It is going to take place at Chinnaswamy. Back to Virat Kohli. On a lighter note, Virat Kohli has taken us back to the COVID era before empty stands. This is on a lighter note.
Just want to add one thing. That, again, the problem will be, and I'm saying this with, covering so much games in Chinnaswamy, outside Chinnaswamy Stadium and inside Chinnaswamy Stadium. The problem will be that no matter that will you allow fans or not allow fans, You all know, all of us know, we have all covered the games in Chinnaswamy Stadium. You all know that there will be thousands and thousands of people standing over that divider on the other side of the road where the stadium boundaries are, and on the very extreme part where
Great.
the Kamal Park boundary starts. They will all stand there just to have a glimpse of Virat Kohli. And forget about having those black tinted glasses buses. No, because RCB is the only team, or I think RCB and CSK and MI are the only teams who have those buses where you can't see inside the bus. And apart from that, you watch Gujarat Titans bus, any other bus. Mostly teams have the kind of bus they have. You can see that who's sitting where is Virat Kohli, where is other guys. So for me, if you host a game, a Vijay Hazare game also, and when you know that Virat is playing, you can't stop that outside gate number, what it is, I think gate number 10 or 12
Number
maybe.
14,
12
yeah,
and
something.
13. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
Main gate is 14.
Hmm.
uh,
So for me, the
Rohit,
bus
yeah, yeah,
ends.
please continue.
Yes, 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 sir. Yes, sir.
No, no,
That
Rohit, you have raised a very valid point. But
hmm.
solution is very simple. The solution is absolutely very simple. And herein comes the police and administrative acumen. You impose 144 and 1 kilometer radius around the surrounding the stadium, and 1 kilometer radius around the stadium. You impose 144. That automatically stops the gathering, because once
But
144 is imposed, you cannot have a gathering of a certain number of people. Done and dusted.
But Shamikda, then the whole thing will transfer to the hotel, because it's not difficult at this point of time to know that where the team, Delhi is staying in Bengaluru. I'm not giving
Yes,
out the name of the hotel.
exactly.
We are not giving out the name of the hotel, but it's not a difficult thing at this point of time in current. You all know that whenever we go to any place in the world, I'm not talking about in India, the fans are definitely there, as far as when they know that, oh, Virat is there or Rohit is there. I have hundreds of DMs in my social media that when is Rohit Sharma coming to Jaipur, where is Rohit Sharma staying, which hotel, from which gate we can see Rohit Sharma practice today, when will there be any entry for the fans, and similar kind of messages for Virat Kohli also. So my point is that for all of this, when you have to save yourself from, because we all know that what kind of a fandom Virat Kohli has, and you can't blame him for that. It's
Yes,
what he had earned from last,
I get your point. I get your point, Rohit. But the fact of the matter is
so
that
my last
gathering.
point is that it will be good for each and everyone, for whole system, that let the games happen in center of excellence.
I also
That's
back that. Let
yeah,
let
yeah.
the game let the game take place. But then again, it's a matter of prestige for the KSCA. It is a matter of prestige. We have to look from that perspective also. It is a matter of prestige for Venkatesh Prasad's management, because he came to power stressing that will bring games back to Chinnaswamy. It is the heart of Karnataka cricket. So I mean, at the first opportunity, if he fails, then it is a setback for him. It is a matter of prestige also. That is why the negotiations have been going on. Or anyway, a couple of very valid points you have raised, Rohit. But the gathering in front of the hotel is always less than the gathering in front of the
Correct.
crowd, because
But
everyone knows that if the match would be played there, but not everyone knows which hotel the players are put up or the team put up, and that crowd could be handled by the police. As regards the ground, as regards stopping the gathering, simple. Just impose 144, and your job is done.
I think the fans might not have a very good reaction to 144 being imposed. But at the
But
same
then
time,
again,
we all know
yeah, but yeah,
that
fans
we
might
had
not have a
a
reaction.
alley in front of the Chinnaswamy Stadium where the buses actually enter from. That's the problem, because it's such a
It
small
is
road, and if
14.
police tries to barricade it or something, it becomes a very small space for a lot of people to come into. But last couple of questions before we close the show. Uh, there's a super chat. We'll take that in a minute. But Bharat, I wanted to go to you on Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill also returns to Vijay Hazare Trophy. So at this point, a lot of Shubman Gill has been in the headlines. That's the least you can say at this point. Fans rejoicing at the fact that he's dropped from the T20 World Cup squad. But your thoughts on his ODI performances? How can he take this forward? Since a lot of people tend to believe that because Shubman Gill has lost the vice captaincy of the T20 World Cup squad, he's also going to lose his ODI and Test captaincy as well, which is does not make any sense. But your thoughts?
You know his record in ODI cricket. He averages about 57 in ODI cricket. Maybe strike rate is 99. I'm just telling it without checking the stats. Most likely it is true. So he has a great record in ODI cricket. He understands the template of ODI cricket, when to go up in terms of gears, when to just pace his innings and look for singles and twos. His game also is quite suited to that format. So I think it's very difficult to imagine Shubman Gill, first of all, losing his place. I think he obviously will keep playing as he's the captain. And the second one is obviously the Indian selectors also would want to give Shubman Gill a long run as the captain of the ODI setup. So just because India lost one series in Australia, 1-2, I don't think they will go and drop him as the captain. Most likely he's going to continue as the captain until the 2027 World Cup, at least until the 2027 World Cup. After that, obviously, you never know. So ODI cricket, I'm pretty sure he will continue to ace it. And as far as Test cricket is concerned, again, he's coming into his own now. As you know, scored a lot of runs in England. He's worked on his weight transfer. He's looking relatively better against the Nip Packer in Test cricket as a batsman, and he's scoring enough runs as well. So, when you're doing well as a batsman, then it definitely helps as a captain, because you are leading from the front. And what I see in Test cricket is he's always talking with his players, motivating his players in Test cricket in the test in that Test series in England. So I don't think there is any question about dropping him as the Test captain either. So I'm pretty sure he'll continue as the captain of both the teams. In T20 cricket is different. I think his game is perhaps sometimes it feels as if he needs to branch out his game for T20 cricket. So that is why I guess he was left out because he couldn't perform in the matches that he played in the Asia Cup or against South Africa in the recent games, or in Australia he couldn't perform.
And finally, Rohit, I'll give you the last word. Here's a super chat from Sarvesh. She's asking about Ashes and the Australian team. Australian coach said Pat may not play T20 World Cup. Why? No, no. Did Australia give more importance to Ashes than T20 World Cup? Has T20 World Cup lost importance because it happens every 18 months? I think it has also a lot to do with what Cricket Australia gives more priority to, and it has always been the Ashes. Always.
I think it depends on the individual also, like what the individual actually wants to do. Look at a Mitchell Stark call. He has, separate himself from the T20I format. He want to do good in Test cricket, but apart from that, he has made this call quite everything in his mind that what he wants to do actually with his career. So it's not about yes, cricket boards also consider. Yes, his point is also partially right about this. That means T20 World Cup happening in earlier we used to wait for World Cups because it's once in a 4 year kind of thing. Then the Champions Trophy came up, then came up the T20 World Cup. So now the WTC final is also there. So in every year you can find any kind of ICC tournament is there on the schedule. So yes, the ODI World Cup has still got its charm, with having 4 years, once in every 4 year. But I think T20 World Cup twice in a year, less than twice in a year. What he has said, that 18 months, 20 months, 21 months. So yes, that's a very good point. But I think it depends on the individuals also, that what the individual actually wants to do, where he want to specifically on. And for Pat Cummins, someone like a Pat Cummins, we all know, most of the Australian players, we know that where their focus lies as far as choosing a cricket format is concerned. They want to play. And at this point of time, I also know that the SRH management is also thinking of handing over the captaincy to Abhishek Sharma if Pat Cummins won't able to participate from the very start as far as IPL is concerned. So don't just look at till T20 World Cup. It could be the starting games of SRH also, that if Pat Cummins won't be there, which could happen. It's not like that. His injury. Him saying that after the Adelaide Test that I don't think I will be participate in the Melbourne Test also. So that where the focus lies as far as Pat Cummins or a Mitch Stark is concerned.
I'll just add a couple of points to it. See,
Uh,
the thing with
Gargi,
Yes.
The thing is that my word of wisdom to those who are interested as far as how things transpired at the Ashes and how England lost the Ashes in 11 days, go to BBC and read the article that Dan Rowan has written. Brilliant article. How the entire thing unraveled, how partying came to the fore, booze, everything. I mean, he laid bare the tattered fabric of Brendan McCallum's England team culture. Brilliant article, brilliant.
Yeah.
And the best thing, what has happened, that this baseball is done and dusted for good.
Even I think Lawrence
I'll just
Booth
add a point.
also shed some light on it. Those also
Exactly.
were
I'll
great articles.
just add
But
a
yes,
point.
Bharat. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, Bharat.
Just add a couple of points. See, one thing with Pat Cummins is he has had a back injury. So at the age of 33, 34, or on those lines, if you have a back injury, then definitely that management will be very, very, what can you say? They won't take risks. Even for this Ashes, he's perhaps only going to play the Adelaide test because he's going to get rested for the MCG test. At this point of time in Star's career, at this point of time in Cummins' career, I don't think they will be thinking too much about the T20 World Cup. I think they will be prioritizing things. So I think that's a factor to consider. As far as the Ashes is concerned, see, one thing I will just add. See, I watched Ashes series in Australia for 31 years, barring 2010-11. England never seemed to have that kind of belief to go to Australia and win a series there. I've never seen it. They always seem to lose these crucial moments. I think that is something to consider. I think England's losses in Australia go far beyond baseball or whatever ball. I just don't think they have the belief to go there and compete in Australia because you can see to the kind of dropped catches. They have dropped some 12 catches in just three tests. At crucial moments, they have dropped these catches. So all these things just tell you, even someone like Glenn McGrath hit the nail on its head that it's not about the quality of players. More than the quality of players, the difference is England just don't have the belief or the mentality that they can go to Australia and compete in Australia because the same England team go to South Africa and beat South Africa. But as soon as it's Australia, in Australia, they always lose.
Right. And to
As
everyone
Ben
who's
Stokes rightly said, Australia is not a place for weak men, mentality
yeah,
wise. But I
yeah.
think he doesn't
You
able
can see
to
it with
communicate
Olipo. You
with
can
his
see it
team.
with yeah. You can see it with
I
Olipo.
think
You can see it with
the entire Australian team is at this point just playing against one man, and that's Ben Stokes. But and to everyone who's asking in the comment section about whether or not the Vijay Hazare Trophy matches will be telecasted, the Delhi match, where of course Virat Kohli will feature, is being telecasted on JioStar, so you can watch it there. I'm not sure about the Mumbai match. If they change it, if they change the roster, that's something different. But so far, the Delhi match will be telecasted. So that's that. Uh, okay, so that brings us to the end of the show. We'll be back at 5, where Boria will obviously take it forward. And any questions you have to ask him, you can ask him on that show. Thank you so much, Shomik, Rohit, and Bharat. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.